actually live. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, and let me know where you're watching from. I am here in Maui. Yeah, just trying to see if I'm actually live. I just wanted to jump on really quick. This is kind of like a last minute live because I've been getting a lot of questions from many of you about working from home. So I figured it would just be easier to jump on here and answer all of the questions at once. Okay, now I know it. I don't know if the first part was actually live. So anyways, if you're just jumping on, let me know if you're here live or if you're watching the replay and where you're watching from. Welcome. Okay, yeah, I'm live now. Cool. And then, yeah, I was just saying that I was just jumping on live to answer the questions I keep getting in my inbox. So I figured it'd be easier to do this. So welcome. If you don't know me, I'm Amanda Davila, and I am a mom, and I am here to share with other moms and women how to work from home, like what the basics are. That's super basics. This is what you need to know if you're thinking about working from home. So again, let me know if you're watching live or replay, where you're watching from, if you work from home already, or if you are just thinking about it, and drop any questions you have. I will look at those and answer those while I'm on here. So anyways, if you see a little naked butt run by over here, it's my kid. He is currently immersed in a video game while I try to do this. So this is work from home life. So you might see, if you've watched my videos before, I have a much nicer background now. We got our house all staged for selling, and so I finally have a office space, because before I had it set up in my bedroom and it was super ghetto with my I was in my closet basically. So just checking, yes, things are good. I've been having weird tech issues all day. So anyways, let's get started. You are here because you want to know the work from home the basics, right? Okay, so having a nice office space is obviously nice, but not necessary. When I first started, I had a decent office space at my home in Oregon when I first started in the online space, and then I had a really nice office space. I made it freaking like perfect and amazing and comfortable and also adorable. And then I moved. So I was working on the road for a while, and then when we moved to Hawaii, we rented different condos for the first few months, and I never had a nice workspace basically since I got here. I did finally get a nice desk in our home now earlier this year, and now we're getting ready to leave, so I'm not going to have it again. So I'm probably going to be working from weird places. So it's nice to have a nice background and a nice comfortable desk and everything. Chair, super nice to have, but none of this is necessary to get started as a work from home mom working online. So the first thing I want you to think about, don't worry about having an office and all that stuff. The very first thing that you need to think about when you are getting ready to start an online business, no matter what kind it is oh, there's the naked kid. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, gotta kiss the boo-boo real quick. Oh, okay. Careful, baby. Oh, it was. I'm so sorry. So again, normal work from home mom stuff. Working and kissing boo-boos in between. So anyways, okay, so the first thing you want to think about is, what is your why? So why do you want to work from home? Because if you don't have a strong why, you're not going to take it seriously. And I know this because I did this for years, right? I tried to figure out ways to work from home for years. Like, I tried so many things and nothing ever fit. It was never right, but I didn't have a big enough why. Like, of course, everyone pretty much dreams like not having to go to a job, right? Not having to have a boss, not having to get dressed and put makeup on and do your hair every day to go to a job you hate. That's normal. Not saying it's good or right, but it's normal. 1 second. Okay, give me just a minute, baby. Oh, here you go. You can have mine. Okay, so what is your why? So for years I tried, couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. This little guy over here, big guy now, he came along, and that was my why. So I was after I had him, had, a couple months of maternity leave, unpaid, of course. I had to go back to nursing, and it was terrible. Like, I hated it. I had to leave my baby. I had to throw in the breast pump whenever I could in the bathroom at work, and sometimes, being a nurse, like, you don't just, get to stop and do whatever you want when you want. So sometimes there was a lot of pain and frustration and stress. Gonna work. So that's the very first thing, right? Like, knowing your why. So there was lots of reasons I wanted to work from home before, but once I had my son, that was my big, huge why. Like, oh my gosh, like, I have to do something. So take some time to really think about your why, because again, if you don't have a strong one, you're just gonna maybe dabble, and maybe try, but not really try, and then complain that nothing worked out for you. Working from home is amazing, and it's easy to get started, but it's not just easy. Like, it's not like you just go to work and then your boss throws work on your desk, or you're assigned a patient or whatever. Like, it's not like that. Like, you have to actually find clients, keep up on clients, impress clients, do good work to keep getting them paying you and getting more clients, right? Like, you have to actually do something. It's not passive. So if you're someone who doesn't want to do that, then, working online might not be the right option for you. Freelancing, virtual assisting, anything like that might not be an option for you. It doesn't mean there isn't an online option for you, because there's also remote employees, and more than ever, there are remote employees. So I'll get into that in a minute. But so first of all, above anything else, figure out your why, write it down. I put together a nice little PDF if you want a copy of that, which is going to go over everything I'm talking about today. So you can have that as a visual, so you can remember, okay, this is what I need to do. These are the steps. Let me know in the comments, and I will send it to you in Messenger. So figure out your why. The next thing is equipment. What kind of equipment do you need to work online? All you really need is a computer and internet access. Of course, it depends on what kind of business you start. If you are, wanting to sell like physical products or something, then you either need to have a way to make that product, or a company who does it for you, that kind of thing. But otherwise, if you are doing a service-based business, or you are selling a product, but you don't have to produce it yourself, still, you just need a computer and internet. And a lot of people do a lot of stuff just from their smartphone or their tablet. So, if you are going to just do social media management, you might be able to get away with that. But generally, a computer and internet access. That doesn't mean you can't start without those things. At some point, you'll have to make sure you get a computer. If you don't have internet access, then you are going to have to go to somewhere that does. So if you don't have internet at home, then you're going to have to go somewhere, a library, or, a coffee shop, or whatever, friend's house, family member's house, whatever it is, right? You're going to have to go to somewhere to actually do your work. But again, these are all things that some people use as barriers. But if you really want it, you don't have to. You don't have to have those barriers. You can crush those barriers, knock them down, bust on through. Okay, so your why, your equipment. Once you have those things, you need to figure out what you want to do. Like, what kind of business are you starting? What kind of services are you offering? And this part can feel really overwhelming and scary to people who have never done this before. So I highly recommend grabbing my free starter kit, and I will link that after I am done here. Actually, I might be able to do it right from here. Let's see how this tech works out for me today. With the starter kit that I put together, helps you to go through different thoughts and ideas, and pull out the skills you already have from the work you already do. Here. Yeah, I think I can paste this in, and figure out how you can utilize those in the online space. So a lot of people, okay, there you go. So that's the starter kit. A lot of people say, well, my job is this. I don't have any online skills. And I did the same thing for a long time, right? My entire adult life, I've worked in the medical industry. The last 11 years, I've been a nurse. I didn't think I had any skills online. But it turns out I do. A lot of the skills that you utilize in your regular job or any past jobs you've done actually translates to the online space really nicely. So make sure you grab my starter kit. If you already have it, reapproach it. If you need it again, the link's there. You can grab it because that is really a great way to get out of your own head and get it on paper and start looking at it in a different way. Like, oh, I do have skills. Now, how can I use these online? So figuring out what type of work from home opportunity you want. So my favorite, of course, like I always talk about, is freelancing, service-based businesses. There are also remote employee jobs, and you've probably seen more of those than ever this past year and a half. Lots and lots of businesses are hiring remote employees. And honestly, a lot of people start there before they transition into being a freelancer or independent contractor because it feels more comfortable and safe, right? We've been conditioned to believe we have to have a job, we have to be an employee, like that's the way to success, that's what we have to do to succeed and make money. And it takes a while to break down those beliefs. So if doing a remote employee job is where you need to start, then do it. You don't have to stay there forever. Start. Just do something, right? When I first left the traditional floor nursing, I was a work from home nurse. So I did this exact thing. Like, I hadn't figured out what freelancing independent contractor really was yet. I knew there was something out there. I wasn't sure what it was yet. So I started remote nursing. So I did all of my work from home, but I was still an employee. And that's what I needed to do to make that transition. So if that's where you're at, it's okay. Like, I post lots of remote job opportunities that I happen to see in the Corporate Reject Connection group, knowing that that's something comfortable for people to start with. So wherever you're at, yes, Badea, lots of jobs. And I don't even post, I just post what I see. Like, there's so many more. And I don't post anything like super in-depth and crazy. I just do like the basic ones that most people can like figure out how to do. In my course group, I post a lot more exclusive jobs, but I still, in the Corporate Reject Connection, I post a ton. And definitely lots of remote employee jobs. So I'm going to say after that. Okay, so types of work: freelancer, remote employee, and then selling products. That's another common, popular type of work from home gig, right? Whether you are selling products for another company or you're some kind of, what's the word? You are a distributor, word I'm looking for, distributor. Or maybe it's not a physical product, maybe it's a digital product or a digital service, right? If you are an affiliate or, doing referral selling, that kind of thing. Like, all of these are legit ways to make money online, and whatever works for you or wherever you're comfortable starting, I say just do it. Like, if you wait for everything to be perfect, feel like you know everything, you're never going to do it. So wherever you're comfortable, just get started. So again, I highly recommend starting with my free starter kit, so you can just kind of get all of the stuff in your head and all the knowledge you've picked up from here and there into one place. And then again, the PDF from today, let me know if you want it in the comments, and I will send it to you in Messenger, because it's super basic, but it will help you remember everything we talked about today and what you need to start doing. The very simple, 4 steps to get going to start your own, whatever you do, right? Making money from home. My kids stole my water. I'm going to say, yeah. So, okay. So are you going to start, looking for freelance positions? Are you going to start looking at remote employee jobs? Are you going to look at selling a product, physical or digital? Or do you have an actual, business idea, like a product, whether it's physical or digital, that you want to sell, right? There's no right or wrong here. All of these are great options. I highly recommend booking a clarity call with me. I'm offering free clarity calls for the next few weeks, just so you can have a place to come and throw out your ideas or explain, okay, where you're at, what you've figured out, and where you're stuck, maybe what the next step is. I've been doing this since 2018, and I've worked with a lot of business owners, whether they're new businesses or seasoned businesses, and I've helped them thrive and grow, and my own. So I have a lot of knowledge all across the online business world. So, and I've also worked with local businesses too. So whatever you are with your business, or the thought of starting one, or if you just want to start offering, freelancing, you don't want to set up a business, you just want to start making money from home, book that free clarity call with me, and I will drop that. Yeah, but it's so helpful to just have someone to listen, and give feedback, share ideas. Like, where is that comment box? We all, have come from different backgrounds, and we all have different experiences, and it's super helpful to have someone from the outside looking to see, to see where you're at and like what needs to be done next, because sometimes you're so close to it, you just can't, you can't figure it out. So, okay, so I just posted the link to book that clarity call with me. Okay, so yeah, any questions, let me know. Again, this is a super basic, the work from home basics. We went over, that's like the most important thing to start with, what your why is, what equipment you need, again, computer, internet access, that simple, what types of work from home opportunities are out there. We talked about those, and again, I have them on that PDF that I made for today. Just drop me a comment if you want that. And then I shared the link to my starter kit and my free clarity call. So, not to overwhelm you, I'm going to stop there because I don't want to go too in depth on anything. I really wanted this to just be like that very basic, like, okay, this is where I need to start. These are the very simple things I need to do, and then we'll go from there, because too much information at once is completely overwhelming. So, yeah, any questions, let me know. If you are watching the replay, go ahead and still leave questions in the comment box, and I will keep an eye out for those and get your questions answered. If you have anything you don't want to publish publicly, just send me a DM, and I will be happy to answer your questions. And yeah, so I hope this is helpful. Yeah, have a great day. I'll see you soon.